Strap in. Buckle up. And start your engines. Police Interceptors. The front line in the war on crime. High speed.
140 miles an hour.
High tech. And highly trained.
Canto, come! Come on, Cat, where is he?
With performance cars on the roads, eyes in the sky, and 4 legs in reserve. This is Lincolnshire's elite as they clamp down on crime. Coming up, the boys in blue grapple a gobby goon.
You're only a cop because you got bullied when you was a kid, didn't you?
A speed-happy biker raises hell on the highway. And Sergeant Ady ages 10 years in 2 seconds.
I think we'll have that.
Boasting a fleet of fast and ferocious motors, Lincolnshire's Interceptors are a criminal's worst nightmare. But they don't just operate on 4 wheels, they're just as effective on 4 legs. The dog unit relies on an acute sense of smell to find illegal substances. And they're trained to sniff out suspects.
Shout you out here.
And take them down.
Stop him.
Good lad.
Stand still, criminal.
Sergeant John Moon has worked the dog unit for 2 years. He's the pair's eyes and ears. Whilst faithful friend Canto supplies the nose and teeth. It's thirsty work. But it's not all about the hunt. 8 p.m. on the outskirts of Lincoln City.
We're just carrying out a drink drive check. Just 1 continuous breath in there.
John and the team are running a vehicle stop check, part of a national scheme to catch drivers over the limit.
It says 0.
And so far, everyone is given the all clear. But the Interceptors are always ready for action.
There's apparently a fight in progress that can't be resolved.
Have you had a drink this evening? I can't smell anything on you. I'll let you go because we've got to go. So, okay. All right then. Okay.
A fight has been reported at a shop about 10 miles away. His fellow Interceptors are held up with another call, so the Sarge is flying solo, with only Canto in the boot for backup.
We've had to abandon our vehicle stop check after 2 cars. Apparently there's a fight in progress and the suspects are still on scene.
With at least one of the men believed to be armed, there's no time to waste. But when the Sarge arrives at the shop, all's quiet.
You seen any disturbance going on outside?
It was, yeah. It's gone now. He had a metal bar like that with a ball on the end.
JP, they've left the co-op, but apparently one's armed with a metal bar. To your attention.
With confirmation one of the brawlers is tooled up, tracking him down now takes priority. Then intel comes in that a friend of the armed man lives just a few miles away. And there's a chance that he could be hiding out there. Fellow Interceptor John Peacock and another officer have joined the party. But with a weapon-wielding brawler possibly inside, the team approach with caution.
Police, stop.
Police.
Police.
What do you want?
Well, I'll speak to you, please. Open the door, please.
How can I
With a key?
Why are you coming here?
I need to speak to you, love. You don't open the door. Let's not mess about.
Is it about?
Where is it? Yeah, where is
He's
he?
not here, right? He left here hours ago.
The suspect may have vanished, but perhaps not without trace.
There's an awful strong smell of cannabis in here, Doc. Where is it?
What, the cannabis?
Yeah.
It's from when he was here.
Really? Where is it, Doc? Is it in your handbag there?
No.
Where is it? Show me. We're dealing with a criminal offence, possession of drugs.
But this is more than just possession. There's an armed man on the loose. And now a mystery caller has just reported another sighting of him back at the shop.
Oh, stay when they deal with that, John.
Yeah, dog mobile attendant and local officer.
Is it the co-op?
Yeah, received.
Leaving only John Peacock and his unmarked car at the house. It's a rush back to the shop for one man and his dog. But when the Sarge gets there, something's not right.
Where is he? You just called us. You just called us.
John has a feeling of deja vu.
NC Oscar Sierra 01.
Go ahead, man.
We're at the co-op. There's no mention at all. Where's this information come from, please?
It's called as, stated that he had a head injury and was bleeding, Emma.
Yeah, where is he, please? Because he's the suspect for this assault.
It turns out the mystery caller and the disappearing suspect are one and the same person. And it's taken the Sarge away from the house.
Rung from a landline number, but it's shown NFA.
You find out where he is, and we'll go and...
But a call comes in from John Peacock.
Oscar down to 1-1. The fender's just come to the garden.
On way, John. Is he? Have you got him?
He spotted the suspected brawler in the back garden. And with the man on his toes, he needs backup, fast.
Sorry, where is he?
Has he got him?
In the main road. Yeah, he's running.
It's a call to action for Canto.
Canto, come! We'll get Canto out, John.
Interceptor Peacock's in pursuit.
Come on, Canto, where is he?
And finally, Canto joins the hunt. Still to come. Will Canto get his man?
Has he got him?
JB carves up the carriageway for car crime.
Yeah, got it, girl.
And tough talk for a showboating biker.
If you are caught again doing that, your bike will be seized.
Coming up, JB dishing the dirt on ropey road skills.
Can't drive, but there's a start.
And a stop for speed reveals a surprise result.
How much is he going to find in there?
Interceptor duo John Moon and crime-fighting canine Canto are on the trail of an armed man roaming the streets around Lincoln.
Apparently there's a fight in progress and the suspects are still on scene.
He's given them the slip so far,
Where is he?
but they've just had a positive sighting of the weapon-wielding man outside his friend's house.
Canto, come! We'll get Canto out, John.
The Interceptors are in pursuit.
Come on, Canto, where is he?
Canto joins the hunt
Where is he?
and has caught the scent.
Has he got him? Get up, you! Watch him.
But it's four legs of the human variety that's nabbed the suspect.
NC's in custody.
And it seems the bloke has ditched the weapon.
Thank you.
The glory goes to John Peacock.
Whilst I was inside the property,
The suspect came running through the garden and was trying to get in through the back door. He made good escape, jumping over a fence. I deployed taser, but unfortunately he dropped at the other side of the fence as the taser prongs were about to take hold on him.
Nothing ruffles peacock's feathers, but the same can't be said of our scrawny scrapper, who proves to be just as slippery in person.
He's like to have a cigarette. Don't be daft, man, you know what I mean? I'm on the street, man.
No, sit down.
So, what are you going to do about it? You can't, you do it. You know what I mean? What are you doing, man? Oh, seriously.
Stop being foolish. Hey,
What are you going to do?
get out this car.
And he's got plenty of verbal.
You know what I mean? You're an idiot, man. Do you know what I mean? You're only a copper. Well, listen, you're only a copper because you got bullied when you was a kid, didn't you?
Jacob, how long this fan's going to be for me?
Do you know what I mean? Seriously. You've all got homes to go to, haven't you? Yeah? You're not at work all the time, man. I'd think really carefully on what you're doing to me, man. Do you know what I mean? I've got nothing to lose, man. Anything you do to me is coming back on you tenfold. You're going to go to hospital with breaking jaw, man. Both of you two, man, you idiots, man. Do you know what I mean? As soon as these cuffs come on, man, swing, bang, boom. You're laid out, man, you idiot. You know what I mean? I
Backchat's part and parcel of police work.
Do you know what I mean? What you gonna do?
And ex-rugby man John is used to tackling bigger lumps than this. But words aren't the only thing coming out of his mouth.
Let's go in the cop car. Let's go for a ride in the police car.
He's still trying to spit it, or is he been alright?
This guy's gobby in every sense.
Get off my news! Get off my news! Get off.
There is one thing that can keep this bloke quiet. A solid steel door.
Oh.
In the end, despite being given the runaround, taking an armed man off the streets is a major result for the team. And Canto's done his bit, even if he didn't quite get a bite of the action.
I say he's a very lucky man, because there hadn't been another police officer there just in front of me, I'd let Canto off. And, come on, Canto, where is he? And he would, without certainly got bitten. And yeah, that's what he's trained to do. He's a good presence. He was barking, and exactly what I want him to do. You know, I couldn't ask for more, really. Just shame, you know, in the ideal world, it's nice to, you know, the dog be able to do what he's trained to do. But, you know, in the end of the day, the guy was detained with a minimum force, and he wasn't bitten. Much to Canto's disappointment, but, you know.
The missing weapon was eventually handed in by punters at a local pub, who had managed to disarm the man before he was spotted by the Interceptors. He later admitted to threatening behaviour and carrying an offensive weapon. And the woman caught in the house with cannabis was given a verbal caution on the scene. Panoramic views and endless country roads make Lincolnshire a mecca for motorcyclists. And with major bike gatherings like the Motorcycle News live event in Skegness, it's up to the county's Interceptors to make sure every biker stays on the straight and narrow. But not all bikers play by the rules. Elsewhere in the county, behind the wheel of his unmarked Skoda VRS, Dan Lancaster, who spots something suspect in the other lane. A cheeky biker's pulled a wheelie right in front of him. Lincolnshire's answer to Evel Knievel will be getting no round of applause from Dan.
You know, mate, you go straight on. When we get across the lights, pull over in the next safest spot.
Dan, aka Bomber, is an ex-car salesman who loves the excitement of police work, but can do without posing petrol heads.
Can't believe my eyes, really. We're just driving along up to the set of traffic lights, and then this chap on the bike comes around the corner and pops a wheelie.
Riding a motorbike can come with an added temptation to show off. But with some of Lincolnshire's Interceptors driving unmarked motors, it's worth keeping your head down, not to mention your front wheel.
Why have I stopped you?
The way I came off that corner.
And what did I see?
I'm going to guess you saw the front wheel come up.
Definitely saw the front wheel come up. All right.
It seems as though the biker's heavy right wrist action got the better of him. So Bomber begins dropping some home truths.
Just in relation to obviously what I've seen, going to report you for the offence of driving/riding without due care and attention.
Driving without due care and attention can result in penalty points. But Bomber hasn't finished.
I'm going to do a section 59 warning, and if you are caught again doing that, a wheelie or riding dangerously, your bike will be seized.
Right.
So with the possibility of points being put on his licence, and with the threat of having his bike seized for the next 12 months, a moment of madness could prove expensive.
We do get a lot of motorbikes coming up to the county, and a lot of them are decent riders who enjoy the roads and have a lot of fun, and that's it. But you do get those that are stupid, do silly things, silly overtakes, and all it takes is the wrong timing and him just to give it a bit too much, and it could be fatal.
Instead of getting points on his licence, the heavy-handed biker completed a riding course, where hopefully he's learned to keep both wheels firmly on the road. It's the early hours of Sunday morning, a time when the night owls of Lincoln are peeling out of clubs and hailing taxis. But not this biker. As he pulls away, a suspicious wobble bodes badly. But there's worse to come. This is a 30 zone, but it's a fact that seems to escape this half-baked biker. The Interceptor behind would have no trouble getting bumper to wheel. But he's holding off, now pushing his two wheels to twice the legal limit. Pursuing this bike could be dangerous. The Interceptors bang on the blues, but police procedure is to hang back and keep an eye on things from a distance. This two-wheel tearaway is now hitting speeds of over 80 miles an hour. A head-on collision at that speed could be fatal. The biker's fast approaching a roundabout, and with no signs of slowing down, he's on a collision course with a tree. The bikes come apart, but the rider escaped in one piece. He didn't escape the law, though. Found guilty of drink driving, biking whilst banned, and having no insurance, the rampant road hog ended up with a 3-year ban and 200 hours unpaid work. Not to mention several hours spent pulling thorns out of his backside. When a pair of eagle eyes aren't enough, the Interceptors rely on tasty tech. Automatic number plate recognition cameras read plates and instantly check them against a database of dodgy motors. That intel is picked up and fed directly to the Interceptors.
Can you give me details of this vehicle, please? I'm sat up waiting for it now.
A camera's just picked out a potentially uninsured blue Peugeot heading northbound on the A1. And straight into the hands of Interceptor James Bateman, waiting in the unmarked BMW.
You just sit and wait now. You just never know what else you might see whilst you're waiting, so.
With 12 years on the force, JB's seen his fair share of high-speed pursuits, but he's also a man who knows how to play the waiting game.
It's just a case of being patient, really, more than anything. So, it's going to be any second now, really.
And JB's patience pays off.
Yeah, got it, Gail.
The beefy 5 Series will notch up to 60 from rest in 6 seconds flat, so JB's on the Peugeot's tail. He whacks on the unmarked BMW's blues to make himself known.
So we'll go for a stop in the next lay-by and see if he's insured or not.
But our driver seems to be in la-la land. Rising insurance costs may be hurting the pocket of your average motorist, but partly to blame are uninsured drivers, costing the country over 380 million a year and adding around 33 quid to every policy. So this daydreaming driver needs a wake-up call. A flash of the fronts, and finally he's got it. A lay-by's a safe place to pull over.
Yeah, mate.
Just not the very end of one.
Can't drive, that is a start.
Woeful driving is one thing, not having insurance is another.
Right, I'm just going to have a chat with him. Hello, thanks for stopping. How are you? Is this your car?
It is.
Okay, the reason I've stopped you is just due to an insurance question and an insurance query. Are you currently insured on this vehicle?
I was.
Sorry?
It's been cancelled.
It's been cancelled, okay. Can I ask why you're driving then?
Because I need to pick my son up.
Ah, right, okay. I take it you know you should be insured to be on the road? All right.
I get paid next week.
Right.
My money goes in on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything about it until Wednesday.
Okay.
Rolling one up seems a little casual when you're staring a traffic penalty in the face.
Just want to jump in? Oh, yeah.
But a quick puff might help steady the nerves. Whilst JB checks the bloke's details.
Can you just tell me, is there anything else wrong with the vehicle? It's just the insurance.
Nothing showing, so it's back to the insurance.
Okay, so I'm sure you know what's coming. You've committed the offence of driving without insurance. More than likely, you're looking at the minimum is 6 points and a £300 penalty for driving without insurance.
300 quid and 6 points is fairly standard for uninsured drivers. But if the case went to court, you could be looking at up to 5 grand and disqualification. And there's more.
Okay, the next bit of bad news is that vehicle can't go any further today. It's going to be recovered from the roadside, placed in a police compound locally and kept there until you get the vehicle insured.
Whether it's a stretch in the nick or a penalty fine, this is one time public transport looks like a cheap option. Something to think about as you wait for the recovery vehicle.
You can tell he's annoyed with himself. He's disappointed he's been caught and he's kicking himself now. You can see in his eyes. I'm not going to abandon him at the roadside. We've taken his car off him. I know he should be insured, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to leave him here. I'm going to get him off the A1, get him somewhere he wants to go and help him out.
He's a helpful chap, JB, and he never misses a chance to dispense advice.
When you get that vehicle back, put some air in that tyre. That's really low, that one is.
On top of a pricey premium, the driver could now be looking at a minimum 300 quid fine plus points. But in the end, no further action was taken. Still to come. Craggy gets an eyeful of suspicious swimwear. Adie's pulling no punches with a dozy driver.
Yeah, what's going on there?
And the boys discover you can teach an old dog new tricks.
How old are you, please? 56. That's a strange age to be taking up smoking cannabis.
Coming up, Craggy comes clean on a guilty pleasure.
Twilight there, and on this one there's more twilights.
Empty excuses from a meandering motorist.
I appreciate what you're saying about the wind, but it ain't that windy.
And Dan enters international negotiations.
So you're driving around England with no driving licence?
Not very good understand, sorry.
Retail crime in the UK is on the increase, soaring by more than 15% in recent years to an annual cost of over £1.5 billion. Organised crime is partly to blame, but you can never ignore the solitary chancer. And on a grey afternoon in Lincoln, PC Martin Cragg is on the hunt for a light-fingered lady.
Do you see the female stop checking from control?
We just had a female enter the property and steal some clothing. Gone south on the high street.
a lone shoplifter may be a needle in a haystack, but with 11 years on the force, avid Jaws fan Craggy can track crime like a shark smells blood. As he circles in, a shop assistant flags him down.
Is it about the female shoplifter?
Craggy's after a helpful description.
She had dark hair, wrong colour of black hair, about my height. She had a checked bag over her arm. I think she had blue jeans on.
And she went down the house, did she turn?
This way, but I have a feeling she'd gone that way. 'Cause she was foreign.
I'll go and have a look.
Right, thank you.
Being foreign isn't quite the visual that'll help Craggy spot her, but a distinctive checkered bag just might. So Craggy's closing in on his prey. But it's taken him into an area of the city known to coppers as the Maze.
Once you're in here, it's very difficult to find anything.
Every street and every corner looks the same. It's an easy place for a suspect to disappear. But the keen eyes of Craggy don't miss a thing. That's one checkered bag and one suspected thief in the bag for Craggy.
Stop there, please. Stop there. Just come stand on the pavement. I've had reports of a female matching your description has stolen some clothing from a shop on the high street. Just put your bag on the car boot, please.
She's the silent type, but Craggy doesn't need her words when he can just use his eyes.
So because you've got some clothing in here, I'm going to ask you to stay here until we find out do some more inquiries, right? Okay. NC from Delta 14. Can you tell me what clothing's been taken, please? Got a description of the clothing that has been taken, and these match the description of the clothing taken by the female. So I'm just waiting for one of my colleagues to come down and join us.
But as Craggy waits for support, it seems there's more lurking in her handbag than just gym wear.
So have you got any receipts for what's in this bag? Okay. At this point in time, mate, then you're under arrest on suspicion of theft. NC Delta 14. Yeah, I've got this female in custody for shop theft, searching her bag. I think there's other property from other stores, so she's going to have to come in.
A long wait for a police van, accompanied by a woman who hardly speaks, bears all the uncomfortable silence of an awkward first date.
Just put your phone away, please. Just put your phone away, please. In fact, give it to me, please.
No.
Give me the phone, please.
Why?
Because I'm asking you for it. Pass me the phone, please, or else I'll take it out of your pocket. Please pass me the phone.
It's a fair bet she wasn't updating her relationship status.
Right, just come on, mate.
The vans arrive to take her to the nick and rescue Craggy from a one-way conversation.
Basement, mate, so I'll see you upstairs.
Back at Lincoln Station, and the extent of the bag lady's shopping spree becomes clear. A couple of gym tops, a ridiculous hat, and a bigger selection of smalls than Ann Summers. A hoard like this is the tip of the iceberg. There are around 2 million shoplifting incidents a year in the UK. Some of the stolen goods are kept for personal use, but others are sold on, making them difficult to trace. And while the bag lady speaks to a translator, Craggy makes a new find. A set of till receipts long enough to make a married man weep. But they're not for gear that's been bought, they're for stuff that's been sold. Craggy takes a closer look in the property storeroom.
There's these receipts from over 3 days. She's sold over £300 worth of DVDs, and a lot of them are the same film.
It turns out she's acquired an extensive DVD collection and then flogged it.
The person we've arrested doesn't speak English. She's had to be booked in through an interpreter, and all these films are sort of English-speaking movies. Yeah, so I suggest she has been quite busy. Yeah, definitely. Things like Twilight twilight there, twilight there. And on this one there's more twilights. Obviously a big fan of twilight.
She's quite the film buff. But if you're not a 13-year-old girl, that's a lot of twilight. The bashful bag lady pleaded guilty to theft and handing stolen goods from the shop and was given a conditional discharge for 9 months. So if she commits another crime, she could be sentenced for both the first offence and the new one. A breezy afternoon on the A46. In the driving seat of his unmarked Beamer, Sergeant A.D. Wotton. Eyes peeled for misbehaving motorists. A.D.'s an ex-forces man with a love of only fools and horses, but a no-nonsense approach to fools on wheels. And on this stretch of tarmac, someone's about to stray off the straight and narrow.
I think we'll have that.
It's a truly dangerous move, and one that could have ended up with both of them on the slab.
Someone decided that he was going to do what, I don't know, but we should be having words with him. He wasn't on his mobile phone. I can only think he was playing with something in the vehicle.
Taking full advantage of 250 brake horsepower under the bonnet, A.D. carves up the traffic and signals the drifty driver to pull over. Who narrowly misses clipping the island. With driving skills this suspect, he'll need a foolproof excuse.
Hello there. Do you know why I've stopped you?
Possibly.
Go on then, you tell me.
I saw swim.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Nothing, I had the visor down.
Right,
And I just sort of,
so...
I know things a bit with the wind as well, to be fair.
Right, so you nearly went on the wrong side of the road, nearly a head-on collision, killing myself or yourself, or whatever the case may be. Unfortunately, probably you in this car compared to that car, and you don't know what's going on.
But before he lays down the law, A.D. needs to check the in-car camera and see just how close they came to a smash-up.
All I'm going to do now is just have a quick review of what I've got on here, and I'm not satisfied. What he's telling me is a plausible answer, because he didn't just drift, he went onto the wrong side of the carriageway.
Sure enough, the car swings halfway across the wrong side of the road, mere millimetres from a head-on.
We were doing 60 miles an hour, and he looked like he was doing about 50 miles an hour. You've got a closing speed of 110 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour at the impact. He basically said, well, it just swerved a little bit, it might have been the wind. Which, I'm not really
But much to A.D.'s dismay, the driver's still blaming the breeze.
I appreciate what you're saying about the wind, but it ain't that windy.
And if blaming Mother Nature doesn't work, try pinning it on your motor.
No, it's just that I've not long been in this car. So
right.
It's really light and...
I don't want to stand at the side of the road and have you to try and explain to a member of the family saying the reason why your loved one's dead, mum and dad, you ain't got a dad anymore, is because I've just got in this car and I don't know how it works.
That's told him. Ultimately, the lad was given a stern warning at the scene, and he'll be keeping a keen eye on the weather forecast from now on. As the sun goes down over Grantham, Interceptor Jim Woollerton, scanning a local black spot for speed merchants.
It's in a 30-mile-an-hour limit, and there have been numerous collisions along here. In fact, the junction behind me on my left shoulder there was a fatal not too many years ago.
Big Jim may be a fan of Formula One, but he's certainly no friend to speeding road users. And Jim and his partner have just caught up with a car doing over 50 on a 30 stretch. But even something as routine as a speed check can reveal the odd surprise.
It does smell quite strongly, to be fair. As soon as you got in the car, we could both smell it.
The familiar scent is emanating from the Clio.
How much is he going to find in there? 3 grams.
He's not talking sugar, and that's not a bag of travel sweets. In fact, it doesn't take a genius to figure out what it is. Uh-oh indeed. Even a passing driver knows this guy's in trouble.
Have you ever been dealt with before over cannabis possession?
No. Caught with just a small amount and no previous, the fella's looking at an on-the-spot warning rather than a fine or a spell in the nick. But he's not completely off the hook.
If you were to get stopped in the next 6 months with cannabis on you, you would get arrested for it. But because you haven't been, I mean, as far as I can tell, you've never had a cannabis caution or anything, you've not been arrested for drugs. So it's just a very quick way of dealing with essentially a one-off offence, if you like.
There's a first time for everything, but not this. And once the team have dispensed their warning, there's another surprise.
How old are you, please? That's a strange age to be taking up smoking cannabis.
So with possession dealt with, it's back to the speeding.
I can't tell you what's going to happen in relation to the speeding because it's not my decision. It's most likely either requirement to attend a speed reduction seminar, or it could be points and a fine.
Sorry about taking up the time.
No, you know, that's what we're here for.
I know you've got better things to do than...
No, we absolutely haven't. That's exactly what we do, mate. Please don't apologise for that.
I'd rather be dealing this than dealing with a collision. So you know, if you do slow down a little bit and avoid having a collision in the future, we'll never know. But we've done a job.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
Take care. Thank you.
So a need for speed may have cost the old boy racer points and a fine. Not to mention a major rethink on his latest hobby.
He's no prior convictions for drug use or drug possession, so we've been able to deal with it by means of an informal street warning, but he has just lost the cannabis that he's very recently bought.
But it may not just be his bag of weed that he's left behind.
No, I caught a whiff, and then I didn't, and then I did, and then the longer we stayed in the car, the more I could smell it.
Well, it took me ages to... What is actually stuff in there?
Whether he did or he didn't, it's not a criminal offence. But with possible points and a fine for speeding, it's enough to leave a bad taste in the mouth. Still to come, Dan makes a bust.
What driving licence do you have? English?
No.
And then busts right through the language barrier.
If you were to crash, then I would be criticised.
Boston. And one interceptor heads out on the late shift. On a dark night like this, spotting trouble relies on animal instinct. But with 10 years on the force, Dan Brigginshaw has developed a bloodhound's nose for a dodgy driver. And fresh out the traps, he's caught a whiff. Dan thinks he's eyed a familiar face.
Hello, mate. Hello. How you doing? All right?
And instinct tells him he's got something to hide.
Step on the footpath so we don't get run over. You got your driving licence with you?
Yes.
Yeah? Cool. Can I have a quick look? I just recognise your face, that's all. Have I dealt with you before? I recognise your face.
Where?
I don't know. I'm asking you, have I dealt with you before? No.
I don't know.
No.
Do you stab him before, yeah?
Yeah.
He says no.
I recognise the face. You got your driving licence with you?
Sure, no, but I have everything.
Cool.
Cool.
The licence is taking its time to appear. So Dan paints a picture.
Got your driving licence, you know, the little card with your pretty face on it.
No, sorry. No, I not have here.
All right. Just pass that card. Is that your name, is it?
Yeah, his name is my passport.
Ah, passport. Champion.
Yes.
Thank you. What driving licence do you have? English?
Yeah, no, Lithuanian.
Lithuanian.
At times like this, it's nice to have a friend to translate.
And where is that driving licence?
I am not forget, but keep pamięcią.
You lost.
You lost your driving licence?
Shame his mate couldn't come up with a better excuse.
How long ago?
About 3 months.
Right. So you're driving around England with no driving licence?
Not very good understand, sorry.
Any more excuses?
Yeah.
How do I know you've got one then?
I don't have here driving license.
I need to see it.
What?
I need to see one. You're driving a car?
Yes.
On a road?
Yes, but I am lost.
He's sticking with loss, but that won't wash. Motorists from the EU can drive in the UK on an EU licence. But if you've no proof of any licence, it's a lost cause. And a call to HQ reveals more.
Comes up as non-licensed holder with 6 points. What were the 6 points for, please?
Uninsured, on third-party risks, driving otherwise than in accordance with a licence.
Even with no licence, you can still pack on the points. He certainly has, and it seems he's got form.
He's been convicted before of driving without insurance and with no driving licence, effectively.
Yeah.
And that was from November last year.
Here in England.
Here in England. Just ask him if he remembers that, would you? Hello, mate.
And someone else is lost.
Can I help you?
I just show my face on there.
All right, if you won't mind going away, because I'm just dealing with these people,
is it
mate.
on television?
No, it's not.
Sorry.
Okay, so what month?
The next excuse is a new one even for Dan.
Read this in the paper. Somebody stopped him, the police.
So he's read in the paper that he's
Yeah.
been stopped by the police, but he
Yeah.
doesn't think he has been.
Yeah, he says he's no stop last year in November.
Okay.
Either a slow day for Lincolnshire news or a likely story.
What's going to happen tonight is if you need anything from the car, you can take it from the car, but I've got to take the vehicle from you tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you paperwork how to get it back, but because he's got no driving licence to show me, it's lost, he has one in a foreign country, etc. It would be remiss of me to let him carry on driving this vehicle when effectively he's got no driving licence, so I'm going to take it.
But that's the least of his worries. Driving with no licence can land you with 6 points and a fine of up to £1,000. Or worse if you've got form. So with no proof of a licence and previous, Dan's only option is to write this one up.
When a policeman stops you and asks you your driving licence, we're not just going to trust that you've got one. Do you know what I mean? I do need to see it. And I'd give you 7 days to produce it, but it would take you much longer than 7 days to get one from Lithuania. If you have one at all.
It doesn't appear to be sinking in. So in the absence of an interpreter, Dan turns to mime.
If you were to crash and you have no driving licence, then I would be criticised. People would say it's my fault.
Now he's got it.
A fairly straightforward stop of the Lexus when we're going round a roundabout. He looked a bit shifty, but I'd look shifty as well if I didn't have a driving licence. He says he's lost his driving licence 3 months ago. He's just been driving round England with no driving licence. It's nothing I can check, and our systems say he hasn't got one. So we're having a motor off him. Normally when people take stuff out like that, it means they're not going to collect the car. Quite a nice car not to collect, but if he doesn't, then in 14 days he'll be made into baked bean cans or something that's crushed down the scrapyard.
The licence-losing Lithuanian was given a £600 fine at Boston Magistrates Court for driving with no licence and no insurance. But the Lexus was eventually picked up and saved from crushing. So it won't be gracing the shelves of the baked bean section quite yet.